Guys, what is up? So, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I actually was watching somebody I highly respect. I was watching their live stream, and s- I saw somebody mention that they had recently lost their sister, their sibling. Um, and it just hit with me so hard that the energy kind of stayed with me when I saw that. And she asked me if I could do a reading over, a message from your lost sister. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys today. And when I agreed with this spirit to do the reading, I had two other sisters come through and also ask if I could do like a pick a card type of reading, but with seashells. Um, they asked me if I could pick out three of my seashells from my collection and have you guys choose from each one for a different message that maybe from the collective energies of this group of sisters that really wants to get this message out to you guys today. Firstly, I command that only energies put here by my higher self and spirit team are allowed in this space, in this reading. Also, before we get too deep into the reading, I do want to say my condolences. It's never easy to lose a sibling, and I can feel how much your sister loves you and wanted to get this message to you today. So I hope it helps whoever it needs to help out there. And of course, if it does, like, share, comment, subscribe if you can. I really am working on building up my channel a bit to help as many people as I can out there. Um, Grief is never easy, but it's a hell of a lot easier when we band together to get through this together, isn't it? So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for taking care of me. I'd love to try and do a little something something here today to take care of you guys. Um, go here, put my Palo Santo away. And also, I've got three channeled letters that I've written here with different music messages and whatnot. As I was channeling these letters, I had my Bluetooth speaker on shuffle playing a few different playlists that I was guided, 2000s music is what I was guided to for all three. So that's fun. I don't know if your sister was a party animal or a free spirit, but it definitely came through on this one today, guys. So I will give you a minute to look at each of these shells and examine which one calls to you, and I will see you at your reading. We've got this shell first for reading one. And then we've got this shell for reading number two. And these are all natural and hand foraged out here in Key West. And I've got this massive conch shell for number three. All right, so I'll give you a minute to sit there and vibe with which one speaks to you, or maybe all three. You never know. Thank you guys, and I'll see you at your reading. All right, so we've got pile one, and before I even started reading, the whole music idea came to me by this song that came into my head and would not go away, and it's OutKast, Hey Ya. So I don't know if you guys had a sister that was a really free spirit and really enjoyed OutKast. I'm here for it. But that was one of the first songs that came through, Hey Ya. And then the second song that came through was Hometown Girl by Josh Turner. And I feel like there's definitely some lyrics in there for you that may resonate with the type of person she was, or maybe where you grew up together, or just the vibe for the type of human this person was. And I also got a few channeled names that I will read off, and I'm not sure whose names these are, but they were names that I was given by this sister spirit. So I'm gonna go ahead and read those off for you guys. The first one was Michelle, the second one was Brandy, the third one was Cheyenne, the fourth one was Sheila, and the fifth name was Christy. Um, they also gave me like an image flash of like a homecoming style type of event. I don't know if maybe you were a homecoming queen, maybe she was, but that was definitely something I saw. I also saw kind of like a larger vehicle. I couldn't tell if it was a truck or like an SUV style vehicle, but I did see that. And then it was almost like I saw a flash of a car accident, like maybe the vehicle got spun around and I was like spinning and then I got thrown. So I don't know if that was something that happened, but after that, I asked this spirit what she'd like you to remember about, the times and experiences you guys had together. And she brought up trips to the mall, like going to Starbucks, having fun girl day dates, doing shopping, and just being spontaneous with your love for each other when it was that way. And she then took me to like this image of a waterfront like lake area, and I'm not sure if you have like a lake house or you go to the lake or you just stand there in front of a large body of water somewhere and look out at the sun and think of her sometimes. But when you do that and you reminisce about those younger, easier times, just know that she's there and around you, because she showed me that she turns into this like energy orb and she wraps herself around you, and this is how she gives you a hug in those moments, so you know that you're not alone and you know that she's there with you, reminiscing right there with you. And then I had a message channeled from her that I wrote down. But first, I'm going to pull us a couple angel numbers as advice from the Sister Spirit. Sister Spirit, can you please give us a few cards for what you'd like your sister to know today? She just told me that this 12 is really important, okay? So I will give you a minute to look over these. We've got 1111. I am awakening. The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and help you wake up to who you truly are. And then we've got number 12. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Oh, she's asking me to really make sure you hear this, see this, understand this. Creativity is a driving force in your life. That means that you don't ever want to lose it. You always want to stay in that energy of creativity, because it's what's going to propel you into the future and propel you into a new life, is what she's saying. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. I am a visionary. Number 444, trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at this present moment. I am protected. I do feel like she protects you and stays around you often and guides you where you need to go to keep you aligned with your higher self. So the message I wrote was, I want her to know I will be cheering on for her at her wedding. She doesn't have to dedicate anything to me. I'll be there no matter what. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I try to drop her lucky things in her path. For example, she needs a job where she can feel valued and where she can express herself freely, safely. And then, as my Bluetooth speaker was shuffling music, the song Rihanna, not the song Rihanna, a song by Rihanna and Calvin Harris called This Is What You Came For came on. And it said, when you allow, it didn't say. Okay, she said, sorry, I'm getting a little confuzzled here. She said, when this came on, when you allow yourself to grieve, you're gonna drop these heavy bags, these heavy weights you're carrying around 24/7. And it's actually just extra sadness that you need to purge out of your body. And she says she really wants to help you do this. She really wants you to give into the vulnerable moments when you're sitting alone and you're fighting these tears and you don't want to let yourself purge because you are scared of what that will make you look like. She's saying it's time to let that go, sister, please. She says you've been holding yourself hostage in your depression because you think it's the only way to remember me. It's not. Let me help you grieve. You're supported etherically, and we will help you. Your ancestors and I will help you through this. Remember how you felt in those happy memories. Stop repeating she was too young, because now I'll be next to you forever, protecting you. That's a beautiful message for whoever it's for out there. She's asking me to pull a few ocean cards. I wonder if your sister was a big fan of the ocean. You're going to have to comment below and let me know if she was. Sister Spirit, can you please let us know what cards you would like to show to your sister today? I looked up at my recording and the timer was on 13:12 and then 13:14 as I looked back up. So maybe those ages or numbers have some significant meaning to you. Well, we've got 12 right here. So oh, okay, so that one flew out. Okay, she's asking me to pull one for each one. Okay. Disengage from outcomes. Oh, maybe because you're protected. You don't need to worry about the outcome, right? Let's see. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry and unresolved lack of forgiveness you may be holding on to. Okay, so she's bringing me back to, she's bringing me back to the accident. If your sister was in an accident, I am so sorry. How do you want me to say this? She wants me to say that we can only control our destiny. We can't control other people's fate. fate is woven before we arrive here, is what she's saying. And it's something that's decided on by your soul with the universe as a partner. And she's asking you to release this now. She's asking you to put down this heavy burden because it is not yours to carry in your soul anymore. And she's saying you deserve to fill this hole. You deserve to fill this hole with light, airy, etheric, bubbly unicorn energy. You don't deserve to be living in a perpetual state of sadness over me. Why? Because I loved you. I still love you. I'm with you. I've always been with you, and I will never stop being with you. And so every moment you continue to go over this or think about the sad things, you're cheating yourself out of remembering the silly times. She's saying, like the skating rink, like learning to rollerblade, like learning to ride a bike again, you know, like the happy times where you didn't worry about what people thought about what you were doing or how you looked when you were doing it, because you were having so much fun that it didn't matter. She wants you to have this love relationship with life where it's like you're being thrown around on a roller coaster and screaming with pure joy at the top of your fucking lungs. She does not want you screaming with anger, hatred, cursing at God for taking away your best friend anymore. She wants you to look at a new day in the light of the moon. She's bringing me down here. A full moon can shine light on what you've been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. She's saying when you let this go and let it roll off your back, it's gonna be so freeing for your soul because it's gonna allow room for new things to come in, room for new things to grow, room for new things to thrive and show you the real reason why we're here. We are not here to suffer. We are not here to replay sadness in our minds 24/7, arguments, fights, how her death went, how, you know, her funeral went. She says, please don't remember me that way. Remember me walking through the mall with you, talking about boys, talking shit about our jobs, talking about how, you know, the next movie's that's coming out and who we're gonna go see it with, you know, and what we're gonna wear and what we're gonna wear to this premiere and when are we gonna go to this art gallery. She wants you to remember those fun times where you thrived in a relationship, is what she's saying, and didn't worry about the loyalty aspect of things. And she's saying, love where you are. Yeah, love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. Okay, so I know what this is about. She wants you, when you process this grief, to really sink into the darkness, she says, because you're going to come up to the surface with a pearl. She said the mother lode. She wants you to take a moment to withdraw and really grieve and process this for one last time. Not last time, because of course a pain like this is going to live forever, but she's saying this is going to be the last time that you're going to look back on this and feel sadness, because I'm going to take that from you now. It's no longer yours to carry. I want to replace that with remembering my memory in a way that we both can watch it and feel happiness, pride, and love. Because when you replay these sad memories, that's what summons me, she says. Can you summon me with a memory of us doing that silly shit we used to do? Can you summon me with a memory that makes me laugh so hard that it reverberates through the fucking ethers into your body so I can remind you that I'm with you? This is what she's asking. And when you go into this space where you're mentally processing this loss and how to cope with it and how to grieve, she's asking that you may think of some things that you'd like to manifest and that you wish you could have in your life. And she's asking when that happens, if you could please be very discerning with your head and your heart, so that way we can make sure that we are delivering exactly what the doctor ordered. Exactly. Okay. And we don't want to mix any grief in there with that. So, you know, maybe a good cry, maybe a movie you guys like to watch together, and a good processing and grieving session. Okay. And then, and then, right when you think that, dang, that was a lot to feel, take your mind somewhere after feeling all that. Take your mind into the new possibilities. Let yourself wonder a little bit about the new and what you might like to bring in. Because she wants to help you. She wants to help you bring this in. And she wants to help you heal through new experiences. But we need to be precise about what we're ordering off the menu of life, is what she's saying. So, and at the bottom here, we have this card about balance, the gift of neutrality. Balance is a work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So you can't, for example, you can't be neutral in a situation if you're not seeing the good as well. It's quite biased in a negative grieving processing experience if you're only allowing yourself to replay the day she died, or to replay her funeral, or to replay the things you wish you could have said. You're saying them to her now, okay? She's also saying, this is so random, but she's also saying she doesn't care what she was wearing the day of her funeral, if that means anything to anybody in the family or to you. Just know that she could never disapprove of anything that you thought she radiated in. And she appreciates you honoring her authenticity, is what she's saying. That's beautiful. Do you want to pull out any more cards, Spirit? Okay, she's asking for my healing deck for one last piece of advice. So let's go up in here. Sister Spirit, higher selves, can you give us one last card for a piece of healing advice for this sister who may need it today? Okay. So we've got cycles, we've got patience, and we've got letting go. We've also got help from above. And so what this is telling me right here is, we go through the cycles of life, and sometimes they ask a lot of us. 24/24 on my recording. Yeah, we go through cycles in life. They ask a lot of us. They ask for a lot of our patience, and sometimes they ask us to let go. Sometimes they ask us to make these hard moves, but when we trust them and get that help from above, miracles happen. when we trust and when we let go and when we know we're protected and we trust our journey and when we lean on our creativity and when we know that the universe is actively working to arrange people to get messages like this into our ears. And I've just noticed here we've got 6, we've got 23, which added together is a 5, and then we've got 26 and 27. It's all a little bit synchronistic there. I do feel like your sister is asking you to call on her to help you process and grieve when you're in those moments when you're feeling immense grief, sadness, and just unsure how to work through it. She's saying, breathe. She's saying, breathe with me and I will help you. Okay, so let's do one last final thing for you guys because it's my favorite thing to do and I hate forgetting to do it. I am going to pull you guys a sticker or maybe a couple. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we've got some quotes. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Okay? She has been through hell, so believe me when I say, fear her when she looks into the fire and smiles. I feel like this is where you're going to be once you realize how much support, how much love, how freaking dedicated your sister is to making sure that you get everything that you were owed, everything life took from you. She wants to help you with that, but she's saying like your backpack is full and I can't put anything else in your backpack because it is so full. And once you decide to let some of these old textbooks you keep reading over and over again go, or once you decide to let go of some of this information you're storing in your body and ask me for help doing that, then you're going to look at fires and smile because you know that letting go is going to bring you peace and patience, and you're going to get fearless with processing these battles. Okay? You're going to develop a lot of patience with yourself, with others, with the world in general. And no, it's not fair. It's not fair that your best friend was taken away. But she plans to get fair and get even and help you along this way of getting that. But she's saying you've got to ask me first because it's not allowed unless you ask me. All right? Okay, pile 1. So I'm going to move on to pile 2, and if that pile also called to you, I will see you there. Other than that, if this resonated with you, I'd love to know how. I'd love to hear a fun story or know if this hit your heart. So thank you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You can catch me on YouTube under The Witchy Homestead. You can catch me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the things. And just know I only have like one page and one Facebook group. So I will never reach out to you directly for a reading. I will always let you come to me. So if anybody approaches you and tries to offer you something under my name, just know it is not me. It is a scam. And you can also email me directly, thewitchyhomestead@gmail.com. I have a website as well if you're interested in a personal. And I just want to thank you for allowing me to read your family for you today and help you with some possible healing if it did at all. Okay? Thanks, Pile 1. I'll see you soon. Pile 2. What's up, guys? So, this is a interesting shell, isn't it? It's got a lot of personality. I like to look at these little dots because I feel like not every shell is the same based off of their dots. So I don't know if maybe that's a message for you, but kind of like a zebra. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and clear, cleanse, and bless our space. I command that only spirits allowed from and by my higher self, I don't know what happened there, self, only spirits allowed in by my higher self may come into this space and receive the blessing of this reading. Thank you, Spirit. So, I told pile one, but for every pile, I've got songs that were playing on my Bluetooth speaker as I was channeling these individual letters for you guys. And I will say, like, the personality is fire on this one, okay? I am a very outgoing person at times, can be, and I wanted to say that this sister was like so fun to channel. The first song she played for me was Eminem, Slim Shady. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, let me take a minute here to like dance, okay? So we were dancing, and I could see she was jiving and dancing and getting it. And then she mentioned something about like hot Cheetos. And she also said, I wish a hater would. So I feel like she is heavily protecting you, okay? And defending your honor, your karmic inheritance is what I'm hearing. She mentioned something about prom, maybe prom queen, and then I wrote you or her. And then she said, a lot of people wish they could be you, but they can't be the original. Okay. She also wanted me to write down that she had a lot of LGBTQ pride and she's ruthless with it. Oh, okay. And she also had me write down something about Taco Bell and how she really would like a Baja Blast. uh, um, and she was giving me mental images of like one of the high schools I attended where there was a step team. So I don't know if your sister liked step team, did step team, loved stepping, was from a state where that type of activity is prominent or wants you to get into something like that. But she was heavily like, no, step team. I was like, are you sure you want me to write that? She was like, yeah, they'll get it. And she showed me this like movie shot in my head of like two sisters getting ready for school in the morning, and they're like yelling at each other. And she had me write early morning yelling matches before work or school getting ready. Sometimes stuff would be used up, leaving not enough for you or her, or vice versa. And she says that those were the good times. And then after I got done writing all that, My Boo by Alicia Keys and Usher came on. And then I was like, oh, this is an oldie. But then she showed me the Super Bowl. And so I don't know if she was watching the Super Bowl with you, or you were thinking about her watching the Super Bowl this year, or you thought, wow, she would think that that's something, or laugh, or whatever. She gave me like a cheeky moment of you two talking about the Super Bowl. So I thought that was funny and definitely wrote it down. She also mentioned, okay, one thing at a time here. So the next song that came on after that was Bye Bye Bye. I'm sure you know that one. And she says, oh, there's a written part she had me channel from her, like, clairaudiently. She says that as we aged, problems got more and more adult. Neither of us had the tools to problem solve. Yeah, neither of us had the tools to problem solve our beef. And I want you to stop remembering me becoming closed off or mad at you in any way. She says that I can see how we both made the choices that we did because of what our coping tendencies and defense mechanisms were at the time. She said, I don't need a defensive mask on this side. I know unconditional support now over here. She's saying she knows what that is truly on a soul level, unconditional support. And I'm going to make damn sure that you feel my love and support for the rest of your days, if you allow that. Please let go of thinking that I don't care. My care and love for you on a soul level surpasses dimensions, space, and time. It's forever. And then the last song that came on was I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. So you may want to go and watch that, listen to it. I don't know why I said watch that. Maybe you guys liked watching like MTV music videos together or something. I love that. But what I'm going to do now, because I went ahead and blew through those channeled messages pretty quickly, is I am going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some card messages for you guys to see if we can get some helpful advice on working through this grief and maybe your past with your sister. I can definitely understand a relationship dropping off in a place where things may feel unsettled. I know what that's like, and my condolences for that. And just know that you're in a space where you can come to my porch, my door, anytime, socially speaking, here on like the virtual plane. And we can help each other. We can support each other. I've got you. Sister spirit of this person watching, can you give us a couple angel numbers to help us process the grief we're feeling without you? 21, 6, and 27. Wow, okay, so let's do it this way, because if you add 6 plus 21, you get 27. Wow. So she's also saying that if you nurture your inspirations, it'll help you be more expressive. Okay. So what inspires you, pile 2? What's been like lighting your fire lately? Is it art? Is it music? Is it motivational speaking? Is it writing? Is it helping other people? Is it counseling? Is it life coaching? Is it counseling people that have been through trauma? Because when you realize what's been inspiring you and do your best to nurture that, your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. Okay. So maybe it's time to process your grief by nurturing yourself a little bit so you can be brought to the place of inspiration that you really want to go to, but I think you may be having trouble finding it because you're in this grief period, which is understandable, dude. Like, we are human, okay? I want to make that exceptionally clear. So, nurture yourself a little bit more. Be kinder to yourself in this time because grief is heavy, man, and it takes an intentional heart and mind to process grief in a way that is healthy and tolerable to the palate, is what I'm hearing. So, grieve in your own way. If that's working out until you cry, if that's punching a punching bag until you cry, do it. But you need to nurture yourself in this way, or you're going to continue to act out, is what she's saying. And you're a highly creative person with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged, it reveals itself in everything you do. Okay, so if your imagination is running over this grief over and over and over because you haven't fully processed it and allowed yourself to get it out of your body by doing physical actions like working out or making something out of it or moving your damn ass. If you're not doing this, it's gonna stay in your body and then it's gonna reveal itself. It's gonna rear its ugly head in how you show up at work. It's gonna show itself in how you show up for your family. It's gonna show up in the way you show up in your household and your rituals and your daily activities. Like, it's very serious and it's a silent creeper. It's gonna do more than you think it is. This is what she's saying. This is not me speaking. This is what she's saying. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant and compassionate towards all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. Dude, okay. You going inward and giving yourself this peace and moment to cry and be a fucking human, it is so important. Okay? So important. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because I think the advice is pretty clear, pile 2. You can do this, and if you need anything at all, reach out to me and we can do this together. Maybe a sticker. Sarcasm queen, stop being so sarcastic. You need to be vulnerable with yourself, okay? So pile 3, we're gonna honestly try to get this one out here pretty quick because my storage is running low. I really need to do a phone purge. But I command that all spirits in this space must be put here by my higher self or this sister spirit. And I am going to jump right in. So the song that I got for you guys that immediately came on was sorry, there's a fly in here because I've got my back door open. So okay, Beyonce, Halo, and I also got the names Mary, Nicole, Marie, Linda, Lori, and Marisol. She had me write, I am your angel. I remind you when you're speaking from anger, from sadness, from shame. Feel my hand on your shoulder. You know my name by heart. You're never alone. And when you are alone in your room, I try to drop inspirational ideas in your head. And then Taylor Swift came on, You Belong With Me, and I really feel like you need to go watch those lyrics. She said that that is her point of view. And she says that I wish you could see what I see. You show people how to live and what to live for. When you walk it and talk it and say it with your chest, you're showing people how to live. You are a walking rainbow. And she had me write, a flower seed goes through so much to be itself. I wonder if it even knows or realizes just how much it's been through by where it is when it blooms. And then 50 Cent in the club came on. And she literally took me to a nightclub in my head. And I saw like confetti cannons. And then he said, "It's your birthday. It's your motherfucking birthday." So if it's your birthday, happy birthday. You're going to have to let me know in the comments. She said a little smoke, a little party is okay because you're uptight. LOL. But stop at 3. She says 3 hits, 3 drinks. I'm watching your back. And she goes, dance your ass off because you've been a workaholic and try to really celebrate because I'm really setting up some surprises for you over there. And that is freaking exciting, pile 3. Your sister is legit, too legit to quit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is pull a couple angel numbers before my phone dies. Number 28 and number 2. I am a leader and I am diplomatic. I'm gonna let you read over those as I pull one more card. She's asking me to go to a specific deck over here. Okay, I have this really girly deck and she really wants to use it. Sister Spirit of pile 3, what do you wish for her to know? What advice do you have for her to process this grief? 4646 on my timer. Snow day. Are you snowed in, pile 3? 1111. Metro card, and then it's everywhere. Is she sending you these signs? 1111. Bodega cat. Okay, do you have a cat that's been talking to you or giving you messages? And she's saying, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride, especially if it's your birthday. And the last message from her hit my heart. Wow. Okay. It's community and everything is temporary. Pile 3, your sister loves you eternally, unconditionally, and she wants you to know that she's sending people your way in your community to show you, yes, everything is temporary, but I'm not. I'm with you from life to life, is what she's saying. Oh my God, the messenger, the dandelion. Okay, so just know that you are not alone and you can talk to her anytime. And she is really trying hard to set up some surprises for you on the other side. So please let me know if you get any shocking level ups or surprises in the upcoming days, okay? And honestly, yeah, happy birthday if it is your birthday. I'm going to pull a couple stickers as a final message for you guys. I pulled this one for another pile, so maybe you were part of another pile as well. And I have like all these stickers, so it would be quite difficult to just like get the same one twice, okay? So she's been through hell. So believe me when I say fear her when she looks into the fire and smiles. Fun fact, I don't care. I feel like you need to be this carefree, okay? I love being me. It pisses off all the right people. Pile 3, keep shining and don't give a damn what anybody has to say about it because it is your birthright to be who you are, is what I'm hearing, okay? Okay, pile 3. If anything, I hope this message brought a smile to your face, reminded you of some good memories, and helped you to remember what your sister really wants you to remember about her life, her legacy, and to know that she is there with you always. Okay? If this helped you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know how it helped, if it helped. And my Facebook group is The Witchy Homestead. I have one page, one group. You can reach out to me for a private session or reading if you'd like, and we can definitely arrange that. I will never message you for anything. I always let you guys come to me first. So if somebody does, it's a scammer, and I only have one group page and one page. I do have TikTok, Instagram, and all the other fun things as well, but only one of them, and they all pretty much look the same. So, well, I hope you guys have a blessed portal, and thank you. Thank you for allowing me to read your loved ones for you. It means a lot to me. And I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.